Snakes. My name is Dante, and today it's Podcast Tuesday. Well, okay, yeah, it is Podcast Tuesday, and since I'm in England right now, or yeah, in the UK right now, I won't, I don't have good Wi-Fi to just stream the podcast, so I had to do a premiere instead. So this is a premiere. This is not an an actual live stream because, well, yeah. Since there's only 11 Jaces, let's just go for the 11 and yeah. And this podcast might be shorter because it's a premiere and premieres wouldn't be that long, and my voice isn't really that good currently. But yeah, so let's go through all the Jaces from worst to best. Let's go for it. 11. Let's start off in number 11. We got Jace, Unraveler of Secrets. Yes, this is the worst Jace. Like, come on. Who even plays Jace, Unraveler of Secrets? Like, currently, no one plays it. Like, literally, it was only played in, like, standard 2017 or even 16, but, like, no one really plays it. Like, after rotated out in 2017, I never ever seen it be played again. Like, not in Modern, not in Commander, like, seriously, there's no deck that plays Jace Unraveler Secrets currently. And it is really a bit good, but not good compared to the other Jaces. All the other Jaces are better than Jace Unraveler Secrets. Even the Planeswalker deck ones. Because +1 to opt. Okay. -2 to unsummon. Really? Opt and unsummon have the same speed and have the same converted mana cost. How does unsummon have to be -2 when opt can be +1? That doesn't make sense. And still, who wants to -2 for unsummon? Like, Liliana of the Veil could just -2 to Edict. Yeah. Like, why would you -2 at Jace Unraveler of Secrets for an unsummon? -8. You get an emblem with whenever an opponent casts his or her first spell each turn, counter that spell. It's not really a good emblem. Like, you force your opponent to cast you force your opponent to stop them from casting bad spells, or like, okay, yeah, they will just be casting bad spells to then get countered by Jace emblem and then just cast more stuff, but forces your opponent to cast multiple spells a turn. So yeah. Jace Unraveler Secrets is a good card, but not good compared to the other Jaces. That's why it's the worst Jace ever. But yeah, let's get to card 10. The second worst. This Jace, right there, Jace Arcane Strategist, is slightly better than Jace Unraveler of Secrets. So, you want to know why? Simple. Jace Arcane Strategist, well, yeah, it's a 6 mana 4 loyalty legendary planeswalker Jace. That's below average. This is on average, but yeah. When you draw your second card each turn, which is easy, put +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. So this is blue that makes your creatures grow. Not bad, actually. Like, if you're going to do mono blue decks or decks that, like, how do you grow your creatures? Jace is awesome. +1, draw a card. Well, yes, it's worse than opt, but yeah. -7. Your creatures this turn can't be blocked. Wow. You do the final charge and just kill everyone without them being able to block. It's so good. Like, you need to charge one more time. You do the final charge to take out everyone in commander. Go for it. Jace -7. Your creatures are unblockable. Attack everyone. They can't block. You kill them. Easy. Very easy. And yeah, Jace is a very good card. Yeah, and it's very good. Yeah, you play it. It's played in some commander decks. Well, just one commander deck, the Joda commander deck, which might have been turned into a Golos deck that plays every single War of the Spark Planeswalker. But yeah, at least it's slightly over Jason Raveler's Secrets, which is no play compared to little play. And guess what? You can pick one up very easily by buying a War of the Spark Planeswalker deck. Yes, the Jace Planeswalker deck. War of the Spark has two Planeswalker decks, the Jace Planeswalker deck and the Gideon Planeswalker deck. And you could buy the Jace Planeswalker deck to get Jace Arcane Strategist. And it gets your code to get Jace Arcane Strategist and the whole deck in MTG Arena. And probably 2 boosters, yeah. Oh yeah, it comes with 2 boosters as well as a whole deck using Jace Arcane Strategist. And it gives you a code to get this on MTG Arena. Yeah, the Planeswalker deck and I think 2 boosters as well. Yeah. But it's very good, Jace. Not really good compared to the other Jaces, but yeah. You know what I mean. Let's get to card 9. We have Jace the Living Guild Pact. Jace the Living Guild Pact is very good. Like, well, yeah, with the printings of the new Jace printings lately, after top 20 best planeswalkers podcast, which was long time ago, there's many Jace planeswalkers getting printed after the podcast, and had to shift Jace the Living Guild Pact around, and ended up at as card 9. It used to be lots better than the other lots of the other Jaces, but then the thing is that other Jaces were shifting around, and finally like other Jaces appeared which made other Jaces better, and Jace the Living Guild Pact has ended up as card 9. So yeah, Jace the Living Guild Pact is a 4 mana, 5 loyalty, legendary planeswalker Jace that's above average. +1, look at top 2 cards of your library, discard one of them. Very good. Yeah, you get like, seriously, what is this +1? When others might go like, awesome. So you just +1, look at top 2 cards and just discard the bad card and then keep your good card on top. So then you can draw it, and very good. Or you're using graveyard strategies and you want that grave troll in your graveyard. Wait. Golgari grave troll? Who said you were going to play Sultai? Rewind. Okay. Somehow you might want to put something that you want in the graveyard, like Echo of Eons into, what's it called like that? Yeah. Put into the graveyard Echo of Eons, so because it has a flashback of 3 mana. And then you could also put Stinkweed Imp into your graveyard, because playing the mirror is easier than playing Sultai. Yeah. Or how about playing Simic? If you put a green dredger, green dredger? Is there a mono green dredger? Yeah, Greater Moss Dog, I think. Yeah. That's a mono green dredger. Let's get, and yeah, -3 disperse ish, yeah, because he can't bounce himself, yeah, so he has to disperse something else. -8, each player shuffles his or her hand in graveyard into his or her library. Only you draw 7 cards. Yep. So it's good at wiping out your opponent's hands and probably their graveyard strategies if they're playing Moldrofa. It's good to wipe out Moldrofa decks, also to wipe out players' hands, and you still draw 7 cards. Awesome. And you need to reiterate everything, shuffling back to your library, and then you draw 7. And if your hand is very bad, you could draw 7, and you wipe out your opponent's hands, and probably their graveyards if they really need it, which isn't really common. Like, you rarely see graveyard strategies. Well, wait, you rarely see pure graveyard strategies like a Marin or Moldrofa. Like, every deck would somehow use the graveyard, but not entirely. So they just have to. So every commander deck can use the graveyard, but only a few completely uses the graveyard, like a Marin or Moldrofa or Carador. Yeah. But let's get to card 8. The Golden 8. We got Jace, Ingenious Mind Mage. Well, yes, this is the ixalan Planeswalker deck Jace. Yes. And yeah, it is a bit good, but yeah, not quite. It's still good. It's still very good, yeah. So yeah, Jace, Ingenious Mind Mage, is a 6 mana, 5 loyalty legendary planeswalker Jace. And that's below average. +1, draw a card. +1, untap all creatures you control. Wow, that easy. Yeah. And -7 and no, -9, steal free creatures. Stealing free creatures is something always very important. Like you need to always draw cards. Also, you +1 to untap all your creatures. Like, you attack, then you untap them, or like you do it's very easy to combo off with Jace's second +1. Like, you just tap a lot of your creatures +1, untap them, and like, yeah, and then you just do something very big. And then -9, you get to steal free creatures. If he gets to 9, you could just steal your opponent's best free creatures. Like, for example, take Psychosis Crawler, Locust God, and Haunt of Hightower, for example, which are all 3 cards I would play. Like, but yeah, like, you could just steal powerful stuff, or like steal an Ulamog, steal Ulamog, Kozilek, and Emrakul, or steal Ulamog, Kozilek, and the Haunt of Hightower. Yeah, totally worth it, yeah. Jace is good. He's a very good planeswalker. Not quite good. Not quite as good as the other Jaces. Better than Guild Pact, Arcane Strategist, Unraveler, but yeah. Jace sticks as card 8, or the Golden 8. Let's get to card 7. Simply 7. We have Jace, Wielder of Mysteries. Jace, Wielder of Mysteries, is a 4 mana, 4 loyalty legendary planeswalker Jace that's on average. And if you would draw a card while your library has no cards in it, you win the game instead. +1. Fort Scour. -8. Draw 7 cards, and if your library has no cards in it, you win the game. And similar to Jace's trigger or body effect, there is Lab Maniac, which is a 3-mana 2/2 human wizard. If you would draw a card while your library has no cards in it, you win the game instead. Very good. Very good, the Lab Maniac and Jace. Very good. Awesome. You could like mill your opponents to death with Fort Scours on +1. Then draw lots of cards with -8. Also, if you were to run out of cards in your library, you win. Cool. Awesome. But let's get to card sets. There's lots of Jaces to go through yet. We have Jace. Cunning Castaway. Wait, yeah. Jace, Ingenious Mind Mage, the Living Guild Pact, Arcane Strategist, and Unraveler of Secrets. They rarely see play in Commander. Well, Unraveler, 0 play. But these 3, they rarely see play. But keep that in mind, they are good. Try running them. Jace Wielder of Mysteries is played in Commander and Standard, and probably also going to be played in Brawl, Oathbreaker as well. Yeah. Well, yeah. Now let's get to Jace Cunning Castaway. Jace is very good. Like, you have Jace there, and also, yeah, Jace is a 3-mana, 3 loyalty legendary planeswalker. Jace, that's on average +1. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, loot. -2. Create a 2/2 illusion with delusion effect. -5. Clone Jace twice. You go like, wait, what? Yeah. You literally clone Jace twice as -5. And because of Jace's -5, this enables an infinite combo with Nicol Bolas, Dragon God, and Oath of the Fairy. It's a standard infinite combo, which is 3 cards, and you have to be running 4 colors to do that, but still. Nicol Bolas is a 5-mana 4 loyalty legendary planeswalker. Bolas, with that's below average, but has all the loyalty abilities of all other planeswalkers on the battlefield. So he has Jace's abilities. +1. You draw a card. Each opponent exiles a card from their hand or a permanent they control. -3. Dreadbore. -8. Kill everyone who doesn't have a legend or legendary creature or planeswalker. And many more. Okay, so guess what? Nicol Bolas' -5 is create 2 tokens that are copies of card name, except they're not legendary. Okay, what I mean by card name is it creates copies of Nicol Bolas. Yes, that's right. Creates copies of Nicol Bolas. Okay. So, okay. Oath of the Fairy. You're like, how does this go infinite? Oath of the Fairy, 5 mana. Legendary enchantment. When he enters, flicker another permanent you control. And you may activate the loyalty abilities of planeswalkers you control twice each turn rather than only once. So, you're like, okay. So yeah, +1 on Nicol Bolas. You draw a card, each opponent deals a card from their hand or a permanent they control. Or you could just +1 Jace. so you don't deck out. And then -5 in the same turn to create 2 copies of Nicol Bolas Dragon God, except they're not legendary. So you do this again, +1, -5, +1, -5. And then you draw lots of cards, you get rid of your opponent's board, and you get infinite triggers, infinite of the Jace effect, and then you could just kill off your opponent's creatures and planeswalkers. Oh yeah, that will have already been done with +1. And then you just make lots of illusions, infinite illusions with the illusion effect. So you have lots of cards in your hand. Well, yeah, you might have this card at end of turn, probably, but yeah. And then next turn you attack with infinite illusions and you win. That is if your opponent didn't board wipe, and then you have to wait one more turn to then create infinite more illusions. Yeah. But it's impossible to just target all the illusions, so board wipe them. So yeah, the opponents have to board wipe the illusions to win, to survive one turn. But it's very good. But you need 4 colors to do this combo. But yeah, you can do this in standard. It's one of the 4 infinite combos in standard. Yeah. This will soon be a separate video on YouTube alongside the other standard infinite combos and the Triskelion combo with Michaelius. Yeah. So let's get to card 5. There's better Jaces, but Jace is played a lot in standard, not much in Commander though, and also was played in Brawl. But yeah, it's played for the infinite combo. Let's get to the next Jace. We have Jace Memory Adept. Jace Memory Adept is OP, like 5 mana, 4 loyalty, legendary planeswalker. Jace, that's below average, but yeah, very good. +1, draw a card, target player mills 1. 0, glimpse the unthinkable. -7, any number of target players each draw 20 cards. So you just draw 20 cards and you can help your opponents out if you want to group hug. Or you could just mill your opponents with the +1s and 0s, and yeah. 0 to mill 10, OP. +1, draw 1 card and then have a player mill 1. Good, although Jace Wielder of Mystery beats Jace Memory Adept to it. But yeah, Jace Memory Adept is OP. It's played a lot in Commander, but there's better Jaces. Yeah. Let's get to card 4, the Jace number 4. We got Jace Architect of Thought. So yeah, Jace Architect of Thought is a 4 mana, 4 loyalty legendary planeswalker Jace. +1, until your next turn, whenever creature an opponent controls attacks, it gets -1/-0 on turn of turn. -2, reveal top 3 cards of your library. An opponent separates those cards into 2 piles. Put 1 pile into your hand and the other onto the bottom of your library in any order. Very good. -8, for each player, search that player's library for a non-land card and exile it. Then that player shuffles his or her library. You may cast those cards without paying their mana costs. And yes, this is awesome. Like, literally, it's played in the Locust God deck to easily cast Omniscience. Omniscience, yeah. Because it just goes like turn 4 or turn 3 even. Turn 2 best. turn 2 best case scenario if you cast turn 1 Soul Ring and you have double blue. So yeah, say for example, turn 3 Jace. That's 5. Turn 4 6. Turn 5 7. Turn 6 8. And turn 7 you have Omniscience out already, and probably your opponent's best stuff, which is amazing, literally. And then you just cast everything for free. Yeah, easy. Yeah, it's very good because -8 is OP, and it's played a lot in Commander, like played in the Locust God decks, and yeah, just get the best stuff out. Let's get to number 3. We have Jace Vryn's Prodigy, which flips into Jace Terrapath Unbound. So yeah, this is literally the only Jace creature in the game, and since he flips into Planeswalker, I had to include him in the podcast. So yeah, Jace Vryn's Prodigy is a 2 mana 0/2 legendary human wizard that's below average, but hey, you might consider him as the cheapest Planeswalker, tied with Renin Sitz and Tybalt, Fen-blooded. But if you were to say that, you could also say Kithian is the cheapest Planeswalker by being just 1 mana, and he flips into Gideon. Yeah. So yeah, he taps to loot. Then, if there's 5 or more cards in your graveyard, exile Jace, then flip him into Jace Terrapath Unbound, a legendary Planeswalker Jace, which is way above average because it's just 2 mana 5 loyalty legendary Planeswalker Jace. +1, up to 1 target creature gets -2, -0 until end of turn. Half of Befuddle. -3. An instant or sorcery in your graveyard has flashback until end of turn. Yeah. -9. You get an emblem with put Mind Sculpt on each of the spells. Wait, is it Mind Sculpt? Target player mills 5. Yeah. Oh no, wait, that was a mill 7. Wait, hang on. What's the, oh, Tomb Scour. So yeah, -9 turns adds Tomb Scour to each of your spells. Yeah. It's played a lot, mainly in those combo decks that you need to loot with Jace. Like, they use Jace as a commander, or Jace for a Merceau deck, or just loot with Jace. And it's played a lot in combo decks. But there's 2 Jaces better than this Jace. They're the only Jace creature which can flip into a Planeswalker. We have number 2 coming right up. And it's kind of obvious, the number 2. Your guess. What is it? Just guess what the number 2 is. Jace Beleren. If you typed Jace Beleren out, you are the winner. Jace Beleren is number 2. Yeah, Jace Beleren is a 3 mana, 3 loyalty, legendary Planeswalker Jace. +2. Each player draws a card. -1. Target player draws a card. -10. Double Glimpse the Unthinkable. Okay, so... Okay, Jace Beleren, the +2. It's always good. +2 to... That's on average, yeah. +2, each player draws a card. Hey, that's Group Hug. And guess what? It's a +2. Excellent. It will easily give you that ploy for having a permanent with 10 or more counters on it if you're playing the Commander League at Battle Zone. There's a ploy that says that, but yeah, it's great in general, like very good. Not as good as the best Jace, but yeah, it's played in all blue commander decks, or nearly all blue commander decks, because +2 everyone draws a card, -1 you draw, or target player draws a card, but it's likely targeting you. You don't want everyone else to draw, which is selfish. -10, what's better than 1 Glimpse the Unthinkable? 2 Glimpse the Unthinkables as -10. Oh. Wait, Jace Memory Adept says, nah, 0 loyalty for Glimpse the Unthinkable. He thinks it's better than -10 to double Glimpse the Unthinkable. Okay, yes. But Jace Beleren is mainly played as +2 and -1s. You rarely do -10 on Jace Beleren, but hey, he's Party Jace. Very good. Very good. Party Jace. And finally, the best Jace. Everyone should know it, and it is...
Render Forest.
Jace the Mind Sculptor! Oh yes, he's below average, but awesome for the as a card. 4 mana, 3 loyalty, legendary planeswalker, Jace. So awesome. +2, Fate Seal 1 or Scry 1. Your choice, but you're probably going to Fate Seal an opponent instead of scrying yourself. 0, Brainstorm. -1, Unsummon. Yes. You rarely -1 on Jace the Mind Sculptor. Oh yes. For the worst Jace, he has a -2 to unsummon, but the best Jace has a -1 to unsummon. Even better. Probably best if it was a 0 ability to unsummon. But yeah. He's good. Awesome. And -12, which you rarely reach this part. Swap an opponent's library for their send an opponent's library to exile, then turn your opponent's hand in, and then turn that player's hand into their library. Yeah, it's good, especially against one with no cards in hand. Like played in Modern, played in Legacy, played in Commander, played in everything. Wait, Oathbreaker? Yes, played in Oathbreaker. Yeah, and guess what? Jace the Mind Sculptor has appeared in the Mythic edition of War of the Spark. The best Mythic edition Planeswalker. Yeah, and the best Planeswalker in the game. The best Jace. And is it me or does it say W53 out of 8? But yeah, I think it's just me. I'm not sure, but Jace the Mind Sculptor is awesome. Oh yeah, right. I think it was like that because W5 was War of the Spark, and then 3 out of 8, I think. But yeah, I don't know. Don't ask me. Ask Wizards. But Jace the Mind Sculptor, the best Planeswalker. If you manage to, like, also, they're currently out of stock, but the Mythification booster boxes guarantees you a Jace the Mind Sculptor and probably flips the booster box, because like the box is worth like $300, the same price as a Jace the Mind Sculptor of Mythification, or even more expensive. Like I think Mythification was like 350 more or more. But yeah, Jace the Mind Sculptor, best Planeswalker in the game. If you have him, run him in a deck. Run him in Modern. Run him in Legacy. Run him in Commander. But if you don't have him, but if you don't have him, I'd advise you not to buy Jace the Mind Sculptor because it's too expensive. Probably it's better off to buy Jace Beleren, the second best Planeswalker, or buy the signature spellbook Jace to get Jace Beleren instead of having to buy Jace the Mind Sculptor, a very expensive, the best Planeswalker and the best Jace and the best Mythication and very expensive. But yeah. Comment down below which one of these Jaces was your favorite. And how would you order all the Jaces instead? Also, if there's a new Jace coming out in a new set, just type in the comments and insert it in the slots. Like, well, there's 11 Jaces, but there's obviously going to be more Jaces. So when there's another Jace, you could just switch the order around if you want. But hey, you reached the end of the podcast. Well done. Since you came all the way to the end of this podcast, why don't you leave a like to this premiere, subscribe, follow my Twitch channel as well, which is in the description, and also stay tuned to our next videos, streams, and podcasts, and all podcasts will be live every Tuesday except this one, because this is a premiere and I'm in England right now. So, but yeah, in general they will be live podcast if I'm not in a trip. But since I am in a trip, this is a premiere, and probably next podcast as well will be a premiere. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and bye.
Beautiful.